Hi there, it's Lori Pinto from LollypopPaperandInk.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new to my videos, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and all of the products that we'll be seeing today during this video can be purchased on my online store, and I'll have the link for that below in the description box. So today I wanted to just share with you a few super simple and quick cards that I made, being inspired by the Peaceful Poppies Elements, and very little stamping. And these elements, I've had them for a few months since I originally ordered the suite, and I just broke into them recently and I'm loving them. They're on page, you may have missed them, so they're on page 25 of the mini catalog right down here. And they are on back order right now, but I do believe that they will be in early March, very early March, and they're very affordable, $6.50, and I mean, it's just a great deal, and you'll see how simple it was to put together some of these projects. This is how it comes, and you get two sheets of all this. I only used one, not even a full one, for my 4 projects. And you can see how pretty they are. They're not, they don't have adhesive on the back, so you can pop them up with dimensionals or anything, just a regular snail. So these are all of the elements that come with it. Beautiful vellum, and we're going to work with a little bit of that later too. I'll show you that. So these are all the ones that I just used. So let me show you. I'll give you a quick peek at the 4 cards. I don't think we're going to have time to do all 4, but we'll see. This was the first one that I made, and look how simple this was. And it was just popping up these longer elements, one stamp. And all right, so I think we can do this one because this was really super simple too. So what I did here was I used the die from the Painted Poppies bundle, and so I cropped this out, and this is the painted pop. I never remember that. Painted label dies. So I popped this out, but then what I want to do is I want to put it right back in, and I'll show you how simple that is. And whoop, I forgot my silicone mat, so hopefully I don't make a mess here. All right, so I'm just going to center this on first, and I always use my grid paper. It gives my eyes a place to land. Okay, and I'm going to put this right back in. So what I do is I look for this piece here. Oh, I'm too far over. I look for this piece here where you can see it comes in a little bit, and then I know it's going to fit right in there beautifully. And I'm not going to worry about the edges because I do want it to pop up a little. I like that. It gives it a little bit of dimension right in there. All right, so I'm just going to put this right in here. Oh, was that right? Here. Here we go. Okay, and that's it. That's that for that. Okay, so I'm going to put, well, let's do some stamping. So this is the only stamping that we have to do, and it's just the sentiment, which I took from the Peaceful Moments stamp set. And I think I have a thing here. Okay, I forgot my mat, but this is okay. And I'm gonna stamp this close to the edge here so I can put my little dot, my little bow on the side there. And that's perfect. And I already have that already done. So, okay, let's put this on. And, oh, I'm not coming out so great today. And I'll have all the measurements for these in the description below also. And all the product names for you. All right, so I'm going to pop these up with some mini dimensionals, which yeah, here they are. And just to give it a little bit of, a little extra depth there. Good enough? All right. I think I'm going to move the camera a little bit because okay, that's better. All right, so this is just going to go on the bottom, just like that, nice and straight. I made a little bow somewhere, which I probably just covered it now. So, oh, here we are. Okay, and I found with these little tiny bows, I dipped into my stash of old paper pumpkins, and you know those little glue dots that come with that? They're little. They're smaller than the regular mini glue dots, and they're sometimes too small to deal with my hands, but okay. I'm just going to put this on here back, and then I'll pull that off. And it just, I mean, I could have used a regular mini glue dot, and I don't know why this one's giving me a hard time. All right, so I have a little bit of glue there, and this is going right here. Okay, now for the focal point, we have these beautiful poppies, the long stemmed ones, and I'll just grab 2 of those from here. And what I like about this too is that they don't all go the same way, so you can decide whatever you wanted. I wanted one that way and one this way. Okay, and I'm gonna put dimensional there, and then I think I'll put some smaller ones on the bottom so that they don't show through either. But it's pretty sturdy. Yeah, because this is not just regular cardstock. You can definitely feel the difference. They are definitely more elements than they are just cropped out cardstock. So you'll see it when you test it. But you can see how fast you can get a whole bunch of cards done doing it this way. Okay. And if we copy the other one just the way we had it, I'm going to put this little guy right over here on the edge. Oh, I have a little tab there, and this guy's going to go right here. I'm going to overlap it just a little bit and lower it a little bit. Look how fast that was. Pretty, huh? I love it. All right, so that's number 1. Look how fast. Oh my goodness. So okay, so the next one that I thought was a little bit more involved, but it still was using all of the elements that I have here. So what I did here was, this was a sympathy card that I made. Just kind of the black and the pool party just made it very like sincere, and that's how I use why I use the sympathy sentiment. So I'm gonna do a little different background this time, and I can't use my sympathy sentiment because I was just prepping for this video and I realized that somebody must have walked away with it yesterday at my class. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. All right, so for this one, I'm just gonna take one of these little borders, the black borders, and actually I really should have, like I said, I have all the measurements on below. And what I should have done is put this on here before I actually mounted it to the black, but I think we can safely say that that's pretty good. Now actually here, I didn't like the way this border has a little lip to it, and that didn't because of where I cut. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and I will center this on the black instead of having it run all across, just so that it's balanced and even. Okay, so let's see, maybe we need to move this guy over a little bit. Okay, so you got a little bit of the blue popping out. All right, so we can put him on, but if before I do that, I still wanted to do a little bit of stamping for this, so I thought I would try using one of the larger poppies from the Painted Poppies stamp set. And I'm just going to do it random. I want a little bit off and a little bit on. And when I'm doing this, I always turn my image so that it's not completely the same every time. Makes it look a little bit more, you can see I'm really going off the edge here because I just want, I mean, a lot of it is going to be covered. And that's good. So let's just get now here. I kind of backed myself into a corner. So what I'm going to do is I want to have a little bit there on the edge. So I just want to make sure that I don't go over to the back. So I'll just put that there. And there, good enough. All right. So let's get back to assembling here with our elements. All right, so I'm going to put this one on right here. And again, it's right over. You could use, I used mint macaron for the ink color. I think that always looks nice with the pool party. So I'm going to pop out one of these, and I'm going to pop out a few of the vellum flowers. Maybe just two. And one little one, one big one, and I'll just put one leaf on this time. Before I had three. Always odd numbers, that's what I always do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little, you can tell which side is the right side if you look carefully. It's hard to tell. Actually, it's always better to do it on black or on a darker color so you can see. So yeah, that's definitely the brighter side. So I'm going to put this here, and then I don't want the adhesive to show through. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit here, and I just want I think I'll just put a little bit of adhesive, and I'm putting it right into the center of the flower. So just a dab, and that will hold it plenty, because this is going to go now under here. Okay, can you see that? All right, and then my leaf, I'll just add the same thing. We'll just do it on the top side. Come on. And just add a little bit on the bottom there. Okay. And still, I'm putting him in very close to the edge, so I don't see any of that. Adhesive shining through. All right. So again, what did I do with my round one? All right. I'm going to pop out another one. Got to be here. Okay. Now I already have the backing off of that, and that's just going to go right there onto the center. And then I'll take another, and actually this is the first time I'm using my black dimensionals, which are new to the catalog there. And you don't always need them, but this is the perfect time, black on black. So, all right, so I'm just going to put this right here. Now I can even make I'm just centering it, and these little details are an easy way to center. And there you go. I like that with the outside. And then I will put when I find my sympathy stamp, that was from the Peaceful Moments. I don't know if I told you that already. Okay, so that's 2 down. So I don't know if we have time. I'm just gonna do, but I don't think we do, but I'll just show you how I did this last one, because this was so fun from this, from the Elements. They have these beautiful watercolor paper, and I just want to show you how simple it is. And this is how I did this one here. I just watercolored the two pieces, the two parts of that one flower, and I used one of those black, there you are. So let me see, so I have the green, and this is just how I do really, really quick watercoloring. I'm just going to take a little bit of the color onto my block here, and then I'm just, you don't even have to, so cool, you don't even have to be careful. That's it. It's just going to soak right up on that. Okay, and then let me, before I used the Poppy Parade, and that was a little pinkish, which was great because I was using the Flirty Flamingo and all that, but I'm going to try the red. This is the real red. Whew, that's dangerous for me. But, and then, actually that is nice. Okay, and that's all you have to do for that. And then I would just clean off my brush here. All right, so what I did before I popped that on was I took, let me get rid of this. I did a little bit of a splatter technique behind here. Just, I mean, this card is so simple, but I just wanted to add a little extra so there wasn't so much blank white space. And I'll just show you how I did that here. All right, I think this was the one I used, and that'll give that a few seconds to dry. So I did the same thing. I just put a little bit of black, Memento black, on the clear block. And before I put this on the card, and try to make way because you're going to be, making a mess all over. Oh. And you just flick it. Oh. I don't have enough water in here. There we go. And you can make it as heavy or as light as you want. And that's that's perfect. That's all you need. Okay, I'll clean that off later. And so that's how I did this one here. I just popped my watercolor image off and put it, I would put this on here. Let's see if I can do this really quick. Okay, get out of there, you. All right. And this is good. And like I said, you can make it as heavy or as light as you want. And so what I did here was I used the a sentiment from the tulips, the timeless tulips, the new beautiful tulip stamp set, and I heat embossed in white embossed powder right onto this, and this is one of those added those elements that came right from here too, and I just popped those up with dimensionals, and there you go. So that was the third one. So the last one I won't do, but I'll just show you how I did that. Same thing. I just used the border here. I used the flowers and popped those up with dimensionals. No, actually I didn't have this dimensionals with this. I wanted the sentiment popped. And again, the happy birthday sentiment was from the Peaceful Moments stamp set. And that's the one that had all the sentiments. And then just put a few of those beautiful sequins that came with the suite also. This is from the Painted Poppies DSP. I lined up my border here, and another beautiful card that took literally less than 5 minutes. So that is my 4 cards that I made with just half of the pack of the elements, the Peaceful Poppies Elements. Where's my third one? Oh, and here's my fourth one. Okay, there you go. That all came out of maybe a third of the actual elements package. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that if you enjoyed the video that you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video next week. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products that I used in the video, they'll all be linked in the description below. And like I said, the elements are on back order right now, so obviously very popular. but I checked yesterday and I believe like they're coming in March 2nd or 3rd. So that's right around the corner. And I'd love for you to come and visit me at Lollipop Paper and Ink. And that's on my blog where I post projects several times a week to inspire you. I would also love to welcome you as a new email subscriber. So this way you'll receive an email every time I do post something on my blog. You can shop with me anytime at lollipoppaperandink.stampinup.net. And if you're interested in getting a discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, the starter kit is always the best deal, and more so during celebration. So I'd love to chat with you about that. You can contact me anyway. Facebook message me, email me, call me, whatever. And you could also find out more about the starter kit from my blog. There's a join information page on my blog. So thank you again for stopping by today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you check out these elements. They're very cool and very quick and easy to put together a bunch of projects. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.